Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up.
Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Morning to you.
I know you were hopeful of hearing the newer version, weren't you? I too was. Thank you, DJ Puffy, once again. He's been spreading the news. But welcome, everyone. Welcome to Monday the 27th of October, 2025. I'm Pearson Bowen. Wonderful having you company. Thank you also for watching us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb. To each of you, I ask one thing: share the show. Have you done so? Share the show. Bring others along to engage in what we do Monday to Friday from 6 in the morning. And while you talk among yourselves, we love it when you talk to us as well. So I encourage you to do so. Also, if you know of something or someone whose story has to be told, you have to tell us about it. We'd love for you to do so by sending us an email. Our email address is on your screen. It's morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Very simple. morninbarbados@cbc.bb. We encourage you to send your information to us there. And we are thankful for you doing so as well. So it's the start of a brand new week for us in Barbados. It is another sunshiny kind of a day. But for those in Jamaica, it's a totally different story. And so I know a number of you have been tracking what's been happening with now Hurricane Melissa as it barrels towards Jamaica. And it's just been sitting there like a big fat lady. And, she's waiting to make her way land-based. And so we're watching on our screens right now how those winds are impacting the coastlines of Jamaica. Strong surfs as waves crash into the shore. We're seeing trees billowing as well. We've heard of some devastation in Haiti, 3 dead. It's impacted the Dominican Republic and a whole lot more. But we'll keep our eye on the storm in Jamaica as well, because we do have brothers and sisters there. We have students who are there. We have loved ones who are there. And so because we're all one community as CARICOM, we want to ensure that we can stand ready where the need arises. So we want to encourage you, like us, to keep an eye on what's happening in Jamaica. Jamaica today, tomorrow it could be us. So I really want us not to look at it and say, oh, poor them. We have to consider ourselves as all part of the human race and therefore have a bit of a heart for those who are going through what they're going through now. So for those of you who are watching perhaps and have relatives in Jamaica, if you can send us a note to let us know how they're impacted or how they're faring at this time as well, we'd really, really appreciate it. And talk to me, what am I looking at now? All right, so there you go. So we're going to keep an eye on that. I know that Weather Jamaica is going to have an update very shortly, and as soon as they do, we will want to bring as much of that to you so you hear what's happening there and how Jamaicans are preparing, how the government has been standing up, and they've been doing so consistently for a few days now, communicating with the people of Jamaica, ensuring that everyone is ready. And one of the things I saw yesterday on socials was something that Jamaica has. They sound a big horn to warn you it's time to evacuate. I thought it was rather interesting, that happens in Jamaica. So there's a lot we can learn, but at the same time, I want you to not look at this as a joyride. It truly isn't. It's an opportunity for us to let our human compassion flow and think of our brothers and sisters in Jamaica. Now, coming up today, we'll introduce you to more of the ambassadors as we get ready for the Spirit of the Nation show. We can't wait to tell you about what's coming up, and we will tell you a little bit more about that. But just to bring you up to date on what ABC News in the United States has been reporting on Hurricane Melissa, I want you to take a look at this report. It gives a pretty comprehensive view of what happened over the last few hours. Take a look at this.
Catastrophic threat to Jamaica and other parts of the Caribbean. This satellite image shows the eye of Melissa as it intensified to Category 4 hurricane. The storm has already claimed at least 3 lives in Haiti, flooding streets and destroying homes. It also left a trail of destruction across the Dominican Republic. Jamaica is now preparing for the worst hurricane in decades, with as much as 40 inches of rain and potentially life-threatening flooding. People scrambled to leave the island ahead of the powerful hurricane. All of the airports there are now closed. Our weather team is tracking it all. But first, ABC's Ika Jachi leads us off from Kingston, Jamaica.
Tonight, Jamaica facing catastrophic and life-threatening flooding as Major Hurricane Melissa comes in, with potentially devastating winds and storm surge to follow. residents stocking up on food and gas. In this community, a woman urging residents to leave right away.
You're asked to evacuate now! These rocks were brought in from another part of Jamaica to stop the Caribbean Sea from blocking out the only road that leads to the airport. Now, the concern is now, as Melissa rolls its way in, these waves will get too tall for these rocks washing out that only road.
Melissa already claiming multiple lives, including at least 3 in Haiti, flooding streets and destroying homes. This woman saying the sea took our house. We have no place to stay. In the Dominican Republic, rain causing landslides, floodwaters, cutting off communities, water supply systems for more than 500,000 impacted too. In South Florida, volunteers in Doral preparing aid boxes containing food and other basic necessities to help the families impacted across the Caribbean.
The impact is going to be so difficult with persons having to be without the necessary essential items. These families' necessity kits will at least help them get through a few days.
Jamaica now bracing for a direct hit.
Yeah, Jamaica now bracing for a direct hit. Also coming up today on Morning Barbados, regathering in Christchurch continues. We get the last few events when the team joins us in just a little while. Also, one of the chefs of this year's Food and Rum Festival will join us. Who is he? And remember, this is an all-Bajan cast this year. And the Ellerslie School is preparing to mark a very significant milestone. We want to celebrate the success of that educational institution there in St. Michael as well. But we turn our attention now to talking health, future health, and all that this program offers indeed. I'm happy to be joined this morning. Next to me is Joycelyn Aline. I got it right?
Got it right.
The one you're there, Pearson. Joycelyn Aline, who is the co-lead and program coordinator of Future Health. Good to have you, Joycelyn.
Nice to be here.
Likewise. And we all know him now, Dr. Damien Cohall, who's the Dean of the Faculty of Medical Sciences at the University of the West Indies and a Jamaican. We'll talk to him a little bit to get his perspective as well. Damon Dawson is a health tech fellow. Want to know what that means from you in a moment too. Along with him is another fellow, Tarika Birch. Good morning, each of you, indeed. Damon, I want to start with you. Latest in Jamaica, what do you know?
So, like you, Pearson, and the rest of Barbados, I've been following, the developments. Let's just say that, in speaking with family yesterday, everyone was still in high spirits. The government has really put a lot of infrastructure in place and also support personnel really to get the message out, to sensitize the people, persons who need to evacuate, persons who need to bolster, their environs to ensure that they are safe, and also advise persons about safety tips. And quite sure that the emergency preparedness agencies that have been doing quite a bit of work as well. So, we have learned. When I say we, because I'm Jamaican, we have learned extensively from previous hurricane surges. There was the massive Gilbert in the 80s, and Jamaica has grown to be, a lot more hurricane resilient.
I mean, you're Talawa.
That's right.
There you go.
A little about Talawa.
Indeed. Well, let's turn attention to this future health program. And Joycelyn, what is it about? Because I'm told it's about transforming healthcare. What is it about?
Yeah, so Future Health, so first of all, it's a co-funded initiative, and it's co-funded by IDB Lab and Future Barbados. And really and truly what we're really looking to do is transform healthcare, as you said, and trying to really develop that healthcare innovation ecosystem. So what does that actually mean, right? So what that means for us is making sure that we're using our talent here in Barbados and the wider Caribbean to make sure that they can be the one that develops solutions for the pressing health challenges that we're facing. So that's in a nutshell what we're really trying to do. And we're doing that through 3 different pillars. So we have Future Health Communities, which the Health Tech Fellows is actually a part of, which we'll get into. That is really all about connecting the different sectors within the healthcare community, the business community, academia, making sure that we're building those connections, we're collaborating to then be able to innovate. And then also working very closely with the University of the West Indies, Cave Hill campus, we'll get into that as well to make sure we're sharing that knowledge. We then have Future Health Incubator, which is all about working with ideators, innovators, entrepreneurs, the same ones that we're talking that have those ideas, to be able to take them from idea straight to actually having that solution and providing that mentorship, that help to be able to get them there. And then we have Future Health Engine, which is all about making sure we have the enabling environment to make sure that we can actually transform healthcare. In a nutshell, that's what Future Health
That's
is.
a big nut.
Yes.
There's a lot
It's a mouthful.
There's a lot going on indeed. And so, Dr. Cohall, when they came to the University of the West Indies as Dean of the faculty that you are, it was a no-brainer that you would be a part of this, right?
Yeah, exactly. You speak about health. You can't speak about health without speaking about the university. Our role over the years in terms of developing not only human resources but also aiding in the physical capacity of healthcare systems in the Caribbean. The university, we are certainly happy to be in partnership with the Future Health Initiative. It falls in great alignment with one of our strategic pillars, which is ensuring that we work with industry. In Barbados, apart from working with industry, I've also been working with our policymakers, our government. And, historically, since university started in 1948, we have been leaders in health in terms of developing that human resource capacity. And as Joycelyn said, if we're talking about talent development, you can't speak about talent development without the University of the West Indies being within the midst of that.
And so, Joycelyn, this effort, I suppose, has more than just a local benefit. It's a regional benefit for the Caribbean. Let's talk a little bit about how it works, really. Having been given the students from the University of the West Indies to work with, what happens next?
Yeah, so I guess it depends on which pillar we're talking about, right? So if we're talking about the health tech fellows, so to give some context about what the health tech fellows was, so we actually were prompted by Senator Reid, the Minister of Innovation, Industry, Science and Technology, to make sure that we can, have something that we can really immerse students into when it comes to health tech and be able to have that knowledge transfer. So we actually co-designed this program jointly. So my co-leaders in here, community activator Dr. Kia Lewis and Dr. Janice Badenoch, who's the Dean of the Faculty of Science and Technology. So we came together as a group with Dr. Kohol, and we're like, okay, how can we develop a health tech fellow program? How can we immerse students for 4 to 6 weeks in companies overseas to make sure that they can learn about, global health technology, what they're doing in healthcare innovation, and then be able to bring that back. So we actually developed a program. We were able to place 4 students. So I know we have 2 here, students and recent graduates. We have 2 here, but we also had Ms. Jalea Lovell and Ms. Janiqua Esdale. And Ms. Janiqua is actually from St. Kitts. So even from this very first pilot of Health Tech Fellows, we made sure that we had a very regional approach. And the real purpose is to make sure they can get the learnings, and then we can see how can we transfer that locally. And when it comes to the incubator one, we are going to be taking applications not just from Barbados, but from the Caribbean region as well, and making sure that we can really develop those solutions.
And so, Damon, you were handpicked. Almost. And so, let's talk a little bit about being a fellow and what you went through and what you now know having gone through it.
Yeah, so I was a fellow, and specifically myself, I went to Bristol and immersed myself in a company called Wanda Health. And
called what?
Wanda Health.
Okay, Wanda Health.
Yeah. So what I did there was that I was looking at remote patient monitoring. And it was a really incredible experience, seeing that technology from a small island like Barbados and how they implement it in the community. And I think that is something that could truly be implemented here. I really liked the program and liked the entire idea of the program because, as Joycelyn said, they are looking at young people and looking locally as well. I remember being in the Faculty of Science and Technology, because I'm currently a medical student, looking for opportunities like this, and to see something finally come around. I'm not only grateful but thankful for the students who are now behind me that have something, to look forward to. It may only be one now, but it will prompt others to create more programs that young people who are out there looking and seeking to immerse themselves in something that not only grow themselves but to help the island. I think that that's something that's good. So yes, I had an incredible time in Bristol, immersed myself in the remote patient monitoring, and can't wait to see how that will look here in Barbados.
You can't wait to see how that really works. What about you, Tarika? Having been also selected to be a part of this well, I use that word, but not intended to cross the lines, but to be a part of this initiative. What did it mean to you, and what did you do?
Well, I have spent a lot of time in the technological industry, and being placed in Bristol along with Damon, I was working at Floratech as a machine learning fellow. This was really eye-opening for me personally because I had more of a perspective of how technology could actually be applied to solve real-world problems, and I think that was something that was really important to get that early exposure to while I'm young and have the energy to, go forth and implement these things. And just being in that space with so much innovation and seeing how real problems and real challenges can be solved, it was really inspiring, and I hope to see that same spark applied here in the Caribbean, and I hope that I can be a part of that initiative.
Did you come away asking yourself, but why weren't we doing this before?
Yes, yes, definitely. We were placed at the at UWE French Aid campus, and they actually have a health tech hub there. And being there, we were surrounded by so many different businesses solving so many different problems, things that you would not even think about. So that really opened my eyes and opened my mind to what is possible and what we can bring back here to the Caribbean to help benefit persons who may be in need of health care.
Dr. Cole-Hall, you know, it's well and good. They've done what they've done, but they come back to a stark reality that sometimes we don't have everything we need to be able to finalize those dreams that they now have. What can the university do?
Well, the university is an enabling environment, you know, for, you know, dealing with the current, you know, issues, circumstances that, you know, Tariq would mention. You know, health continues to be our #1 priority here in Barbados and the region. But coming back and identifying some of the key issues, the problems, it creates that opportunity to now engage faculty, staff, other students about coming up with interesting ideas. And I think this is one of the main pillars of what the Health Tech Initiative is about. It's really about ideation, you know, conceptualizing solutions that will address some of our common problems. And, you know, historically, the university has been the main breeding ground for health research. You know, we have had some very impactful landmark studies, the Health in the Nation studies, the Barbados Eye studies. We have been doing, you know, significant research. We are now at the point where we now need to transform that research into, you know, solutions that can really drive healthcare and to bolster our healthcare system. So we welcome, you know, young people like Tarika, Damon, who have had this experience and now know how to apply it locally, working with their colleagues here.
Yeah, the pressure is on from these two. The pressure is on. But the pressure is also on you, Joycelyn, because you're also required to scale this up and to make it happen. How are you going to do so? I know you're rubbing shoulders already with a minister in Barbados, but to be able to approach it from a regional perspective, are you having conversations with CARICOM so that from that base, it can then become the mushroom for the rest of the region?
Yeah, and that's a really good question. And I think what we're really doing is we're trying to make sure we have a very good concept here in Barbados first, is what we're doing. And what we're doing to make sure it can work is we're really partnering and making sure that we are also in the medical community. Because when we're talking about innovations and we have students and people ideating, we have to make sure that we're actually working with the individuals who are going to be using that, right? And that's the medical community. So we're doing a lot of efforts to make sure that we're going to be innovating together. And apart from that, I would say to be able to scale, we are having conversations. So we presented the Future Health Project at the Healthy Caribbean Coalition regional meeting that was here. We've had conversations with CARFA and we've had conversations with PAHO as well. So as we're planning, we're really looking at that regional lens, but we're trying to make sure we get it right here first and make sure we include individuals from the Caribbean as we're working on it and then be able to scale.
In other words, this is a story to be continued.
Yes.
We haven't yet put a period at the end of this journey at all. There is much more to come.
It's the future.
It is the future, and it's all in the future.
That's right.
I really want to thank each of you for joining me this morning. Joycelyn Aline, Dr. Damien Cole-Hall, Damon Dawson, and Tarika Birch. To each of you, thank you. I'm excited for the future in medical facilities and the different work that you're doing as well. So do keep us informed. Keep us informed.
Thank you.
I know that we can rely on you. Keep us informed. We are excited about what's happening today. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much.
All the best to each of you.
Really appreciate it.
We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One. Your #1 party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scold presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global network in space and can look behind the scenes. Scold is a window to everything that is there or is yet to come. Fly with us through time to better understand today and tomorrow. You've always wanted that. Scold, a look into the future.
Our world today is not the world God wants it to be. One of the reasons, which will surprise many, is that our planet, its governments, and its peoples are all living under the weight of Satan's rule. From the beginning of mankind's existence to today, human history is the written record of what it means to live under the rule of the devil. Yet that rule is coming to an end. And what a difference that will make.
Every Sunday at 9 a.m. on CBC TV 8, tune in for Tomorrow's World, sponsored by the Living Church of God.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
27 minutes after 6 o'clock now as we meet some very exciting and interesting young people. They're coming from St. Joseph, as a matter of fact. They're the parish ambassadors along with their attendant. This morning I'm happy to have with me Dennis Ford Jr. and Raishina Howard, who are both the parish ambassadors for St. Joseph, and Kathy Ann Hall, who is their attendant. And all of you, good morning.
Good morning.
You all are so fun. We've been having conversation, really funny conversation indeed. And so, Dennis, here it is now. You are now the male parish ambassador for St. Joseph. What does that mean to you?
First of all, let's say good morning once again. Thank you for having me. I would say that it is
an amazing experience. I would never be able to concretely describe it in words, but to just know that me being right here right now represents every single meal in St. Joseph, every person I've seen, every person I've met. I grew up there, so to have this privilege is just amazing.
So somebody would ask, but what took you so long to become the ambassador then?
First, I wasn't born 25, you know, I had to grow first. So to be honest, I would say, I don't know.
Did you always want to be, though, to represent your parish?
I always felt that if there was someone, if they needed someone to represent, I would definitely put my name in the ballot. Like, they don't have to ask me twice. My hand is already raised. Yes, I would definitely be.
You love your parish that much?
I love my parish.
Why?
The air is clean. The trees, the scenery, the people are lovely.
Sounds like St. Lucie to me.
No.
Give me one reason why yours is different from mine.
Because we are the smallest parish. So that's another little, like, we could fit in St. Lucie. That's the first thing.
Yes.
And we still hold so much more than what anyone would possibly think.
Fair enough. So we'll get to learn more about that as time goes by, right? And you're introducing all of this knowledge you have to those who live in St. Joseph.
Correct.
All right. Raishina, what about you? What caused you to say, I'll step forward, yes, my hand's up to be a parish ambassador?
In my area, actually, there are, I think, two former parish ambassadors, and I've been looking up to them for as long as I can remember. It's been my dream to actually be a part of like the community service, and I've always wanted to do service to St. Joseph and Barbados like of a whole. Honestly, there's so much that I plan to do for Barbados. I want to make a change, and I feel like this is the first step to doing that.
Wow, I like your view. You see Barbados and you want to make a change, and you see this as part of that process to do so.
Yes,
what are some of the changes you'd like to make, just out of curiosity?
For example, like health and fitness in Barbados. There are a lot of people I find now who are very ill with normal illnesses that can be managed.
Yeah.
Thank you. That can be managed by health and exercise, by knowing what to eat, how to move, and having an environment where people can freely express themselves as well. Mental health is also something that's very important. So all these things actually play a big role on how we can operate on a daily basis. I think that Barbadians should have easier access to these things. And one of our goals actually is to have a place in Barbados where we're going to call it Lotus for Josephine.
Ooh.
Yeah, because you know the lotus is a plant that resembles growth and things of like basically spirituality, growing and being like showing yourself and growing in a place where it is like, because lotuses are actually flowers that grow in a swamp, in a place where people don't necessarily expect
they're resilient.
beauty. Exactly.
They're beautiful and they're resilient and they can adapt to any condition.
Exactly.
So whose idea was that?
Oh, I would say ours.
Really?
Yeah.
We're both sports enthusiasts, so the collaborative thought just seemed like it made sense.
Yeah, it was like, duh. So well done. And so that's part of your project indeed. And in terms of getting out there to talk, to knock doors on doors and say, hi everybody, I am. How was that for you, that process? Was it scary?
At first. And you know, there are certain areas where like they're more difficult than others, trying to basically be at the level of other people and help them understand, to communicate well and carry across the message that you want. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's difficult, but at the end of the day, when there's a common goal, you try to work towards it.
But you know, Dennis, generally people are receptive. Have you found so too?
I find that once you've come to them and brought yourself down to their level, for lack of better words at the moment, like people are so much more interested to hear what you have to say. They're so much more open to having a conversation. They're not as rigid and stiff. They're more willing to say, yes, well, you know, you will see me on November the 15th. I will be there because most of them don't have a lot of knowledge about the actual show. So when we came into the field and we were going to houses and going to different neighborhoods and communities, they were so excited to actually meet the parish ambassadors and have actual conversations with the parish ambassador. So so
now the excitement is building. The excitement is building. And so, Catherine, you have two well-spoken, confident parish ambassadors working with.
Yes,
are they a handful?
Pardon?
Are they a handful?
No, they're easy to work with, honestly.
So what have you been doing with them to get them ready? What are some of the conversations you're having so that they are ready for November 15th, the Spirit of the Nation show?
Okay, first, as ambassadors, I told them, you know, it's so much difficulty with people saying good morning, good afternoon, good evening. If you're representing St. Joseph and on a wider scale, Barbados, you have to be out there speaking to persons, engaging. We've also worked on when difficulty comes, situation comes, they're both at university. So, you know, it is grind at university. So we've been discussing how do we manage, you know, the ambassador program and the UV program, and they are beginning to master it. And they, you know, sometimes the ideas, they're young and they're vibrant, so the ideas are popping each time. So I still have to keep them in line with the rules and the guidelines of the program. But they have been excellent.
I'm telling you, I could feel it already coming from them. They are truly two wonderful ambassadors representing your parish so very well. Time and discipline, I know, is one of the keys you have to carry to ensure that you will lock them away when they need to be locked away, but to release them as well. In terms of planning to make sure that they are presenting their best selves for the final, which is on the 15th of November at the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium, what sessions have you been holding with them to make sure that they're okay?
We've been having the public speaking, making sure that we follow the guidelines, because guidelines are there in our booklet, where how we present our project and how they present themselves when they do, you know, the different appearances. So we've been having discussions, we've been talking. If I see something that needs to be tidied, I tell them, well, we gotta, you know, come up here. And they've been really receptive. You know, sometimes persons can push back, but I find with these two, they have a discussion with me and we come up with the best solution possible, because although I'm the attendant and I have ideas, they too have ideas, and we look for the best possible solution.
You sound like a school teacher. Doesn't she sound so?
Yeah, she sounds like very wise.
Very wise, full of wisdom.
I've been here before.
Precisely. So now that's your first time, because part of the competition is formal wear, costume, and all of those kinds of things. Correct. Talk to me a little bit about your discussion in terms of your designs. Don't tell me everything, I know it's a surprise. No. But at the same time, in terms of deciding what it is that you want to wear, have you had any input in that?
So what I will say that we have a lovely designer. He's also somebody from St. Joseph as well. So when we had the meeting, we all sat there, we all discussed possibly like what avenue we were looking to take. And because we all love St. Joseph the same amount, we found something that like across the board, we all could say this is definitely what we want to do. This is perfect. Like when they see this, once you're from St. Joseph, you don't even have to be from St. Joseph.
You get it.
You understand. You feel it. You get the connection. You feel it, and it's just. I can't wait. It's going to be magical.
Listen, Rashida just burst into saying you're in full agreement, right, Rashida?
Pardon?
You are in full agreement.
Yes. Like honestly, when I first saw it, I could not believe it. Like it exceeded my expectations. Yes. And it's so beautiful. Honestly, if you're from St. Joseph, as soon as you see it, you're gonna know what we're talking about.
It's gonna hit straight home.
Yeah.
That got me so curious. So very, and that's formal wear or costume?
Formal wear.
Formal wear.
The costume is gonna be even
more outstanding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, if I say anything at all, it's gonna ruin it.
Yeah. All right. All right. So I wouldn't spoil it for you. We'll just take it that St. Joseph is ready with outstanding presentations. You're working on your presentation for your project because you have to give a report, and within a time frame.
2 minutes.
Remember, correct? Yeah. It's 2 or 3.
Minutes.
It is 2 minutes.
They've cut it down. It used to be 3. That's a lot to get done in 2 minutes.
Exactly. Short and sweet.
I like the way you said it. It is short and sweet. And so timing is going to be so very important. Rehearsal in terms of, are you confident on stage, or have you done any pageantry before, Dennis?
So, yes, I have done a bit of pageantry while I was at Harrison College, but nothing to this magnitude. And that was at least a decade or more ago. So, like I still got to shake up all the
Once a model, always a model. Right, Rashida? Have you done pageantry before too?
Same at Harrison College as well. Yeah, we have those stuff at school. But other than that,
I would say
you're confident.
Yeah.
You know how to do it. I'll tell you, having been the MC for the show many times, we watch you guys. We read the script, we watch to see what you're doing to make sure that we're all in sync together. But sometimes y'all can move so slowly. It's like, listen, pick up the pace, the time is chipping by. So I want you to really work hard on rehearsing that kind of thing. And do you get a chance to listen to what the MC is saying so that you do exactly what it is and where it is in the script as well, all right? So that's a little hint for both of you, indeed. But you'll do well. I am confident you will do well. Good to meet both of you, Dennis Ford Jr. and Raishina Howard, as well as their attendant, Kathy Ann Hall. St. Joseph is strong this year. St. Joseph is very strong this year. I'll give you a moment to appeal to the viewers who are from St. Joseph and to all Barbados, Dennis, why they should come to support you.
The Spirit of the Nation show is not a celebration just for the respective parishes, it's for all Barbadians. So I think as long as you have that desire to show your patriotism as a Barbadian, the Spirit of the Nation show should be something you should get invested in. So regardless of who you're looking to support, you don't have to come and support me. However, as I am here speaking, you can come and support, you know. But yeah, just come to get a little bit more of the taste of the culture, the experience, everything about it. I think is amazing. Honestly, it's a lovely program, not just for me as I'm in it, but for all Bajans and all aspiring young adults as well.
Raishina, your turn.
Yes. So I would say, like St. Joseph, everybody knows that we're a family. So you're just coming to support family. Come and see us, like the talent, and you'll be surprised at what you see. Honestly, there's so many like young talents here in St. Joseph, and I think what is needed is the support. And as long as we have that support, we could do a lot.
Oh, you will hear the screams, trust me. I see the colors they're wearing, folks, that's the color you wear in support. It would be lovely to see a whole section of the gymnasium with this color. Was it teal blue?
Teal.
Got it right. Teal, in my colorblind eyes. Teal is the color of the wear for St. Joseph. We want to encourage as many of you Josephines and Josephine lovers to really come into the gymnasium on the 15th of November for the Spirit of the Nation show and give great support to these ambassadors from St. Joseph India. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Well done already, I say. I wish you the best as well, Kathy Ann. And may you be the attendant of the year this time around. All right. We'll take a break right here. We're coming back in a moment, folks.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
From the beautiful shores of the gem of the Caribbean, Barbados, home of the amazing Harrison's Cave, the tantalizing Oystins Bay Garden, our historic garrison, the indigenous road tennis, and the friendliest people in the world. We are 94.7 FM, the ultimate Bajan experience.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources. He'll give you the people. Not only will He equip you with ideas, but He will equip you with...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
I want to take you now to a school in St. George that takes education beyond the classroom and really make it practical. They bring it home in a very significant way. We've been talking a lot about feeding ourselves, and so at the Ellerton Primary School, they've taken it so seriously that they've created for themselves a program that looks at an aquaponics farm. I know some of you ask about what is that about? Well, their teacher, Lisa Greenidge, she's a teacher in charge, and she shared with us what it's about, but shares with us the brilliance of the work of the students of the Ellerton Primary School. Take a look.
My name is Lisa Greenidge, and I'm a teacher here at the Ellerton Primary School. I'm also the project lead of the New Growth Aquaponics and Farming Project. Allerton Primary has always been involved in some measure of agricultural pursuits. We have been involved in the Barbados 4-H Foundation. We have a thriving 4-H club. We have been involved in various garden competitions over the years. In December 2023, we approached the Legacy Foundation asking for a small donation to start a very small aquaponics system. The program coordinator, Mr. Hanif Moore, after our initial conversation, he encouraged me to go back to the drawing board and really look at how we could utilize the space that we have. And because of that encouragement from Mr. Moore, we now have a 200-hole aquaponics system. Our aquaponics system houses just over 100 tilapia. The majority of the fish are contained in this big blue drum. This drum is connected to the filter, which gets rid of the excess waste from the system. So the water is recycled on a continuous basis. The water from the fish tank is fed into our pipes, and this system has 200 hole capacity. So that just means that we can grow up to 200 seedlings at a time. The fish are fed with a special fish feed that we source from Roberts Manufacturing. And when we flush the system, which is a filter here, from this pipe at the lowest point, at the bottom, that wastewater, we run that into our banana patch. Over the past year, we've observed that has increased the yield of bananas and definitely the size. In fact, 2 weeks ago, we harvested a bunch of bananas that had 26 hands. And each of those hands had bananas that were 8 to 9 inches in length. So Allerton Primary School, I can proudly say, is the only primary school in Barbados who has a setup such as this. And when I say that, there are other schools that have maybe, some gardening going on, they may have some animals, but we have everything here. So we do traditional gardening, we do aquaponics, we do hydroponics, we grow our fish, our tilapia, we have our rabbits, we have our black belly sheep. We have the support from the Climate Smart System Beehive. The Beehive has fully automated our system here at Allerton Primary School. So our irrigation is managed by this device, where we harvest water from the roof of this building right here, the special unit, into our water catchment tank. The Beehive has been a game changer for us. So the Beehive measures expected rainfall, it measures excessive heat, it collects data related to what's going on in the weather and what can be expected. As I said, it's fully automated, so I can manage the system if I'm at home with my phone. It sends the alerts and prompts as it relates to, as I said, the weather and things that are changing in the climate. This has been a game changer because previously on weekends and on vacations, as you could appreciate, we would have to come to the school to water the plants. Now it's just the tap of the phone. So we're going to do a quick demonstration of what that looks like and how simple and easy it is. So the system is set to water twice a day, but I can also override that setup and water manually. Turn it back on. So we are the first school, but I don't think that we will remain, the first primary school I should say. I don't think we're going to remain that way. This project is key and vital, not just here at the Allerton Primary School. Projects like these, if we are to move towards students who then become citizens who understand the importance of food security and feeding ourselves. We must start here at the foundation. Secondary school, yes, but if we can start younger, students go on to secondary school where they understand that, you know what, this is important. There are many jobs also that are involved in this field. We have persons doing irrigation, we have horticulturists, we have the vet. So there are many career options. Our students are exposed to a wide range of skills. They're learning how to farm in small spaces. They're learning how the aquaponics center and system, is set up, how it's run. They're learning about food security, about sustainable agriculture. And when they go home on evenings, as they interact with their families and the community, then they're able to share some of what they have learned. And that is very important. If we are aiming to make a change or an impact, it has to expand beyond the confines of the school. So it's a living classroom, so we're learning. We are learning every day. We haven't had any major challenges. One of the things that we have learned is the importance of maintaining the system regularly. So what we've been able to do, because we have the community support, we have the support from our support staff, even in terms of vacation time, downtime so to speak, there's someone that is always there or rostered to offer that additional support. What is amazing is that although we've had this project for nearly 2 years, each time that students come down here to the garden area, it is as though it's the first time that they've come. There's always something new to see. Someone always wants, teacher, can I have the opportunity to feed the sheep? Teacher, can I feed the fish? Teacher, can I plant the plants? We've also been experimenting with the growth of exotics. So we have dragon fruit, we have cocoa plants, we have vanilla beans. So teacher, is it ready? Can we cut it? Can we taste it? So seeing that every time that they come, that they're still excited, they're still engaged, I think that that's success already. So community involvement is vital for projects like this to be sustainable. We want projects like this to last for generations to come. The Allerton community has been very receptive of this project. We have support from the Allerton Wesleyan Holiness Church, which is led by Pastor Livingston Trotman and his team. We have support from them. We have support from Roberts Manufacturing, Western Wholesales, and then beyond the Allerton community, we have support from the Barbados 4-H Foundation, the Ministry of Agriculture, specifically Mr. Barney Callender, who's the Deputy Chief Agricultural Officer. I would say every 2 weeks or so, they give us hay, which we're able to feed to our sheep and our rabbits. And that support is important because at the end of the day, the project is not run like a business. From time to time, yes, we sell produce, and that part of being young entrepreneurs, that is important too. But this is a classroom. So we're not operating our project like a business, but those donations do help in keeping the project going. As it relates to involvement, community involvement, we've had, as I think it was last term actually, members of the Barbados Women's Fisher Folk Association. They conducted a series of workshops where they spoke to the children about becoming environmental stewards and climate advocates, but also we were able to harvest some of our tilapia. And right here on site, they demonstrated to our students how to clean, bone, and fillet the fish. So that was live and in action. Phase 2. The Legacy Foundation has reinvested in the New Growth Aquaponics and Farming project here at the Ellerton Primary School. So earlier this month, actually, we were awarded an additional grant to expand on what we have here, running beautifully, as you can see. So part of our plans going forward, we are going to convert our existing hydroponic system into an additional 160-hole aquaponic system. And this was through observation, experimentation, and we recognized that it was more cost-effective to run an aquaponic system as opposed to a hydroponic system. So we're going to build an in-ground pond, and we're going to hook up our existing hydroponic system that can be easily converted into an aquaponic system. And in that in-ground pond, our focus will not only be on growing plants, we want to grow our fish to a size where they are, better ready for our market. So they'll have a little more room to swim around and get bigger, and that's our plan going forward. We are also going to upgrade some of the systems that we already have in place. We're going to make renovations to our rabbit tree and our black belly sheep enclosure.
All right, my name is Mr. Lashley and I am the Class 2 teacher here at Ellerton Primary School. I'm also one of the teachers in charge of the rabbit tree that we have here. Why rabbits, you may ask? Rabbits are small, they're easy to handle and they're easy to care for, and the processing part of the meat is done by somebody else who comes in and takes care of that. The children on a daily basis come in about every 2 days to top up the rabbits, to feed the rabbits. We have an automatic watering system, so they don't have to worry about that. They get to learn the names of the genders, like buck, doe, and the babies are called kits. They learn about the gestation period, and sometimes they will get notes, they will write notes in their books about and predict when they think the kits will be born and so on. Children love animals, so when they come here they want to handle the kits, they want to feed the rabbits, they want to know more about them, but we have to let them know as well that they're not pets. They're being used for food. So they might come in one day and find that Ginger isn't there anymore, and then they understand the process of, well, she's being processed for food. So that interest is always there. So just coming and seeing their faces light up just because they interact with the animals is what brings them joy, and it also brings me joy seeing them.
Exciting news. The project will be open for tours as of November 2025. We already have some schools on the books that are coming in and they want to see what we're doing. They want to expose their students to what we're doing here. When you come to tour this project, you're going to see obviously the aquaponics, the traditional gardening that we have engaged. In the rabbit tree, you'll see the rabbit tree set up, but we're also creating a free-range rabbit enclosure where we're going to have our rabbits in the sheep enclosure, and we're going to provide some small hutches for them so that the tour is more immersive as opposed to just going into the area to see the rabbits in the cages. Our black belly sheep enclosure will also get a facelift, so to speak. We're creating a maternity ward or a nursery where we can separate our expectant ewes so that they can concentrate on taking care of their lambs.
What's healthy and what's hype? It's the debate stirring classrooms, kitchens, and country. Join a panel of experts and a live studio audience as we tackle the questions shaping the health of our nation's children. What's on the menu in our schools and who really decides? The school nutrition policy, too much fuss or a health must? An engaging discussion coming to CBC TV 8 on Thursday, October 30th, live at 8 p.m. Call in or join the online stream to share your questions and comments in real time. The school nutrition policy is on the table this Thursday on TV 8, presented in association with the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition. Don't just tune in, weigh in.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray, microbiome, probiotics, and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It's 7 o'clock in Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean. Let's take a look at some news now. The Barbados Labour Party has been told that successful leadership calls for humility, and they should never shy away from admitting shortcomings. Bishop of the Spiritual Baptist Church of Barbados, Marlon Jones, also urged members to remain grounded in the principles on which the party was founded. He offered that guidance during a spirited sermon on day 3 of the party's 86th annual conference at Queen's Park. Prime Minister Myanmar Motley says a trial of traffic changes on 3 key road arteries to help ease congestions will begin on the 1st of November. She was speaking during her address at the Barbados Labour Party's conference at the weekend. She explained that the initiative is aimed at reducing both traffic and the stress road users face every day. That trial will see 2 lanes of traffic going in the same direction along Station Hill and Collymore Rock in St. Michael, as well as St. Lawrence in Christchurch during peak hours.
It will mean that there will be 2 lanes going in the dominant direction where it makes sense. In other words, down to town in the morning and in the afternoon, out of town. We still leave Spooners Hill, Bush Hall, My Lord's Hill, Government Hill, for people to move in the normal way as they're moving. We want to make sure as well that we look for smarter signal timing, better turn pockets, and safer crossings.
The Prime Minister says if it works well, it will be continued. If not, adjustments will be made. She also revealed that she has asked the Ministry of Public Works to carry out a cost-benefit analysis on the possible introduction of flyovers to further address the island's traffic issues. The Prime Minister also disclosed that additional electric buses are being purchased for the Transport Board.
You know that we have already the largest electric fleet in the region. We have 89 buses, with another 35 coming by December this year. And I announced to you here tonight that we will also be purchasing another 35 beyond that in early 2026. And why? There are too many gaps in our rural communities where people are complaining that the level of service and the regularity of bus service is not adequate. We will face it and address it.
Amid reports of a spike in HIV cases in recent years, an infectious disease specialist is reminding Barbadians about the importance of early testing. Dr. the Most Honorable Corey Ford says too many people are discovering their status only when the infection has reached an advanced stage. He explains that late diagnosis limits treatment options and makes managing the illness far more difficult. He was speaking at a meeting hosted by the AMAR Empowerment Network.
There's a new movement. In the old days, you had to wait till you were a certain count level to start. That's done years ago, moons ago, more than 10 years ago. The movement is test, treat. So if you start, imagine, let me make it really simple. Imagine that you got tested for HIV and your HIV test was positive. And they waited 10 years to treat you. Then you open it yourselves for all the cells in the body to fall and whatever. If we find HIV and we're able to get it to a lower level, you live the normal life expectancy.
Dr. Ford, who also serves as Director of Clinical and Diagnostic Services at the hospital, says late diagnosis is a major concern for health authorities because it increases the risk of transmission.
If you come early and you get tested and you get treated, then your risk of transmission of the disease, even if you're promiscuous, not telling you to be, within the community, is going to be way less, right? Because that viral count within your bloodstream is going to be like super low, right? What we call undetectable, which means your risk for transmission, if you were hardiers, right, would.
President of BARP, Marlin Rice-Bowen, says the association is stepping up its digital training programs for members next month. She made that announcement at BARP's 30th anniversary gala held at the Hilton Barbados at the weekend. Akeem Klinkett has a story.
President of the Barbados Association of Retired Persons, Mornin Barbados, says many older Barbadians remain hesitant when it comes to embracing the digital landscape. And she said the aim of the digital classes is to ensure no one is left behind in an increasingly digital world.
We have embarked on a journey into the digital spaces, and we will be ramping up that effort in November, mid-November, where we are going to train persons. There are people in our midst, and some of you might be here, who whenever you see a computer, you run from it. It can't hurt you. But there are some people that just don't turn them on. They're afraid of them. But this is the way the world is going. So when we say that no one will be left behind, at BARP, that is our commitment, that none of our BARP members, not one, will be left behind in the area of digital transformation here.
Meanwhile, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of People Empowerment and Elder Affairs, Mark Franklin, praised BARP for its role in improving the quality of life of older persons over the years. He said the partnership between the ministry and BARP remains strong and reaffirmed the government's commitment to continuing work in support of Barbados's senior citizens.
BARP continues to be a trusted partner in our shared mission to build a society that values and protects the rights of seniors. Indeed, when we weigh the challenges confronting our seniors in today's environment, it is easy to see that Barbados needs BARP now more than ever.
Also in attendance at the gala was the President of Barbados, Her Excellency the Most Honorable Dame Sandra Mason, who presented awards to two honorees, Anita Daniel and Edric Griffith. BARP was officially incorporated in 1995 with just 179 members. 30 years later, in 2025, membership has grown to over 20,000. Akeem Klinkett, CBC News.
To sports now, the stage is set to in Chattogram as Bangladesh and the West Indies square off in the first T20 International of their three-match series starting this morning, Barbados time. Both teams enter the contest on contrasting runs of form. Bangladesh, fresh from a 3-0 sweep over Afghanistan, looks confident, while the Windies aim to bounce back from a T20 series loss to Nepal. The Chattogram surface is expected to offer early assistance to the fast bowlers before flattening out into the batter-friendly track. And the West Indies skipper Shea Hope has been sharing his views on the pitch.
It certainly looks a different surface than Mirapura's. Again, you still have to assess every time you play on certain conditions. You got to assess every single time. But having looked at it yesterday, looks like a different surface to Dhaka. But like I said before, we still have to assess. Rashad, he exploited those conditions in Dhaka. He saw it was a spinner-friendly conditions, and he put the ball in very good areas and made it challenging for all of our batters. But again, new series, new surface, same goals. So we just gotta learn from the mistakes that we would have had in the ODI series. I don't think the surface would play as similar, but again, if it does, we still have some of those learnings from the last series.
Hope says his players are looking forward to getting back to their winning ways.
I believe if you really look at the depth that we have currently, it would be in our batting. So I think the power that we have, that we possess in our batting lineup, certainly goes, elite standard. But it's always not about what the names look like on paper, it's about the performances that you put out there. So regardless of the big household names that we would have in our squad, we know exactly what they can do. So it's just about being more consistent with those performances. And we just got to ensure that our bowlers are doing better than from the ODI series. And then as long as the batters click, I'm sure we're going to have a very good series as a team.
Well, that match begins at 8 o'clock this morning. That's our news until now. We'll have more news coming up at 12 noon. Morning Barbados is back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
What's healthy and what's hype? It's the debate stirring classrooms, kitchens, and country. Join a panel of experts and a live studio audience as we tackle the questions shaping the health of our nation's children. What's on the menu in our schools and who really decides? The school nutrition policy, too much fuss or a health must? An engaging discussion coming to CBC TV 8 on Thursday, October 30th, live at 8 p.m. Call in or join the online stream to share your questions and comments in real time. The school nutrition policy is on the table this Thursday on TV 8. Presented in association with the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition. Don't just tune in, weigh in.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a
morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
That's Chef Trevon Stout in his lab, and he had to put that grass on top. Just kidding you, indeed. Trevon Stout joins me now. He's a part of Food and Rum, which is happening next month, from the 6th until the 9th. Good to have you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm great. Watching yourself do what you do. You chuckled at first.
I did.
And why?
Because it was unexpected, to be honest, and it's always good to see it from that side.
Yeah.
Normally I'm the one standing behind the cutting board
and just doing what you do.
Exactly.
I'm yet to understand how you guys get the knife, and you just rock it as opposed to I know I'm chopping it basically. So that's the technique you had to learn, or that's something that came to you naturally?
Well, I mean, over time is something that comes naturally, but most definitely in the beginning is something that you would have to learn. Most definitely.
Exploring tastes and textures now, I mean, that takes a lot of risk, doesn't it?
Sure.
Or is it research?
It's part and parcel, and we do explore we use exploration as part and parcel, a method of researching as well. So, it's a balance. So, you would look at flavors or textures, and from your experience as a chef, you would build you would build your repertoire, and then you just play around with it, honestly.
So as a little boy playing around your mother's kitchen, because you know how mothers feel about her kitchen.
For sure.
What was the reaction by your parents to what you and they doing, Trevon?
Well, I mean, I was never really hindered. I had the freedom. I think that was always a good thing.
Right.
I had the freedom to just try things. Once it was not wasteful. So once they were edible, once it was finished, then we did. Right.
Well, yeah, correct. Thank you for the meal, right?
Thanks for the meal, right? If it was not edible, then it's like, what are we doing? You know what I mean?
Did you get to go outside and play, come out, leave my kitchen alone?
No, my mother was always one to ensure that I understood the responsibility of taking care of a home. So cooking, cleaning, washing, all those stuff. So sometimes it would have been the opposite. Come from outside playing and come inside here and learn some stuff. Yeah.
And so all of that, even in your youth, you were cooking up a storm. So much so that you entered NIFCA.
For sure. Yes.
And at 14, was it 14 years old?
I believe it was. I am now 31, and I would have.
Yeah, time has really gone by, because you won an award.
Yes.
And that recognition at that time, was that enough to tell you to take it seriously?
I think from the time I left secondary school, because essentially I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. My food nutrition teacher, however, she had a different idea. So, she told my mother from secondary school, that boy is not going to be a mechanical engineer. He's going to be a chef. We see how he maneuvers in the kitchen, and he seems very comfortable in the kitchen, which was an eye opener for me. I was not pleased about it in the beginning,
right?
Because I really like cars, like the makeup of things and how they work. But I guess I took that part of my brain essentially and applied it to food.
And that application you've been doing now, particularly as part of the Food and Rum Festival,
absolutely,
from the majority of the time, the duration of the festival.
I would say from 2015. This is my 10th year now doing Food and Rum. And time flies, right? From the time I would have won Barbados Junior Chef of the Year, then went on the following year to win Barbados Chef of the Year, being the youngest person to do so. It's been constant since then.
What does the festival mean to you?
The festival, for me, I'm appreciative of the festival. The reason being is that there are not a lot of Caribbean countries that put the emphasis on their food scene, right? And put the emphasis on their local chefs as well. So I really appreciate the platform to go and express yourself in a culinary light, and allow people to come and, one, get familiar with you as a person, and two, get familiar with what you do. Even if you work at a restaurant, as I tell people all the time, when you go to a restaurant, you see the executive chef's name. There are other people that make it happen, right? The executive chef is merely the orchestrator, right? So it allows you to kind of step from behind a restaurant name, and be an individual, and that I'm really appreciative for.
As a chef, is dining out something you do often?
Oh, absolutely.
Why? Don't you find yourself becoming a critic when you do so?
I find dining out for me brings inspiration.
Really?
Because you get to see people's takes on everything, right? How you may perceive something, or how you may think something is supposed to be done, isn't always the way it is done. And people have different ways of doing things, which brings a lot of ideas as well, right? I'm appreciative for seeing different ways of doing things, because it gets to change your mindset a bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it worth it being a chef?
I would say so.
No, I'm curious.
Yeah. I mean, I would say so, to be honest. In the beginning, it is hard. Coming on now, it is still hard. It's very time consuming. it definitely affects your relationships. You know, everything in the start, because you spend a lot of time doing what you love, right? And only after a while you start to see the fruits a little more or less. And it's all about how you navigate the space as well. You know, how you invest in money that you make as well.
Your social media handle is Sir Gastronomist.
Yes.
Why?
Because gastronomy is the art of cooking, right? I've become very fond with the art of cooking, and the molecular end, you know, people see as gastronomy. The molecular end, I've learned, I've done that years ago, and it's just something that, you know, it has its place. But gastronomy on a whole, I'm in love with cooking. My life is surrounded by food, right? So
his life is surrounded by food, and so we'll get a chance to enjoy a lot of what you're offering at Liquid Gold, which ends the festival. This is really the premier event of the Food and Rum Festival, indeed. Are you looking forward to it?
Of course. Always looking forward to it. Last year was great, and this year we're looking forward to definitely hitting it home.
So to hit it home means you have to do something different.
Of course.
What are you doing differently?
So this year, what I really love about the festival this year is that it showcases all Bajan talent. It's a full Bajan cast, and some of the casts are Bajans that are out there in the US and in the UK doing an amazing job, are really assisting with putting Barbados on the map. So for me, what I'm doing different is so my theme for this festival is Bajan classics. So for the Liquid Gold, there are about five themes. There's jazz, jazz street. There's your rum shop. There's Bajan classics. There is the sweetie shop, and missing one.
And the other one.
Yes.
Right. And yours is the Bajan.
So mine is Bajan classics. So what I've spun off of is bread and two, and pickles. So for my bread and two, what I've done a stuffed dumpling. We in Barbados are accustomed to dumplings, right? So my dumpling is breadfruit based on the outside in terms of the skin. On the inside, my mystery basket ingredient was red snapper.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so it's one of my favorite fish as well. So I've encased the dumpling with plantain, with a herb plantain and red snapper. So the red snapper, you'll have textures of the mousse and seasoned chunks. That's going to go in with an aromatic plantain. And that's going to be encased in a breadfruit wrap. That's then going to be seared and tossed in a tamarind and pepper sauce glaze and served. So that's one.
Listen, that sounds so delicious already. And that's only one.
That's only one. I have two options. The other one is pickle things. So we know in Barbados, we love pickle.
Yes.
You know, anything in pickle. Pigtails, sea cat, pork, you know,
chicken foot,
steppers, you know, like anything is pickle. But what I've done, especially with the red snapper, is that I've kind of spun off of ceviche, right? But using traditional Bajan pickle, and within my pickle, it's kind of tagged as a crudo. I have fat washed some Mount Gay rum. So fat washing is a modern technique where we take. So for me, I'm going to be using the mellow cream, the glow spread, the coconut glow spread. I'm going to be fat washing some Mount Gay silver with some broadleaf thyme. So there we have a lot of Bajan flavors. That's going to go with cucumber, bruleed pineapple, and
Jeez, I mean, everything just sounds ready to go now. I will eat it this very minute. But we can have it on the 9th of November.
On the 9th of November.
Liquid Gold, you're at Carifesta House.
Yes.
And so we want people to really come out and get it. So folks, you need to get your ticket as fast as possible. Look at your screen. Look at your screen. Take note of the box offices. Take note of the prices. Take note of all the combination deals that you can get as well, how you can really reduce your expenditure when you just combine a lot of stuff. Take note. Liquid Gold, the feast under Carifesta House for Barbados Food and Rum this year, indeed. And so the chef Trevon Stout, Sir Gastronomist, will be serving up quite a delight indeed. I want to encourage all of you to get out there and be a part of the festival this year. Trevon, we're looking forward to this. I mean, it's a lot to talk about. We have more time as the dates get closer to remind people about it. But good luck.
Thank you, man.
You're very welcome. All the best, man.
Thank you.
Take care. We're coming back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
What's healthy and what's hype? It's the debate stirring classrooms, kitchens, and country. Join a panel of experts and a live studio audience as we tackle the questions shaping the health of our nation's children. What's on the menu in our schools and who really decides? The school nutrition policy, too much fuss or a health must? An engaging discussion coming to CBC TV 8 on Thursday, October 30th, live at 8 p.m. Call in or join the online stream to share your questions and comments in real time. The school nutrition policy is on the table this Thursday on TV 8. Presented in association with the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition. Don't just tune in, weigh in.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
24 minutes now after 7 o'clock, we are going to the parish of St. James to meet the parish ambassadors and their attendant from St. James. And those two young people who have been bold enough to say, I'm ready, are Kareem Best and Hannah Benjamin. These are the parish ambassadors for St. James. They've brought along their attendant. I mean, she attends everything with them nonetheless. Sherry Best, indeed. Good morning to each of you.
Good morning.
Good to have you. We are almost there, Kareem. We are almost at the end.
Yes,
Does that bother you?
No, please.
It doesn't scare you at all?
No, please.
November 15th?
Well, it does a little bit, but not a lot.
Talk to me about the day you decided, you know what, yeah, I can do this. I'll be the male parish ambassador.
Okay, so the day I decided, it was May 5th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I received a call from a person within the community asking me if I would want to become the male parish ambassador, and I said yes. But initially, from last year, I would have worked with the PAC during the beach cleanup, and it was decided last year that I wanted to be it because my friends from church were involved in the program last year.
And you kind of like what was going on there, right?
Yes, please.
So there was no hesitation to say yes?
No, please.
And then you went home and you told everybody that you said yes?
No, well, then eventually the whole interview process that I had to go through, and then I received a call saying that I am the male parish ambassador, and I was excited.
Was that process difficult? Kinda?
Kinda. Well, I wouldn't say it was difficult. I would say I had, I guess, revised the questions and did my own research. So then the questions came naturally when the lady from the secretary asked me the questions and the judging panel.
And you were ready?
Yes, please.
Hannah, you had the same thing? You went through the same process as well?
I went through the same interview process, but my process in terms of convincing, I guess, was a bit different than his.
Right.
I would have not been, and that's initially interested in the program, I wouldn't have known much about it. So I realized they were looking for a female parish ambassador. We were friends before. So he was like, come and be the female ambassador. I was like, no, why would I want to do that?
Yes.
And after convincing, I was like, all right, I sent in the application and I got through. I did the interview. It wasn't particularly difficult, but I think the part that really stuck me was they were asking about the different parts of St. James, and then it was like, do I
Really know
know
my
the parts of
parish?
St. James? And then when they started listening, I was like, oh, yeah. But then I got through, and so far, it's been a great experience.
Is it easier because we're already friends to work with Kareem?
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
As it was not to take away from the fact of having to
Get to know someone new.
Yeah, me, an absolute stranger, and then have to interact with them and, get to know them beyond the actual program.
So who's more bossy?
Me.
Somehow we knew that was going to be the answer. Kareem, you're cool with that, right?
Yes, please.
Working with her is not an issue at all.
No, please.
In terms of the project that you're working on now, Kareem, who conceived the project?
Yeah, so we would have had meetings with the persons on the PAC when we joined, and we saw the project. They said they told us the project, and we jumped on ready because part of the project, our parish project is called Trace.
Trace.
Yes, please. So part of the project involved, we revisited our initiative called the Junior Ambassador Program. So we jumped on right ahead, strong and ready to work.
Strong and ready. But it was as easy as you had an idea, but you had to prepare for it, right, Hannah? And so getting your facts right was also important. How was that for you in terms of researching and making sure that you understood and get it right?
Well, I guess for the project, TRACE is actually an acronym. It stands for Treasuring Our Heritage, Reaching Forward, Achieving Together, Celebrating Culture, and Empowering Youth.
You can remember all of that.
Yeah. It took a while, honestly. It took a while. But no, it just rolls off the tongue.
Yes.
Well, for me, Kareem, we would have, our part in the project, we would have had to go to the archives to research information about the different heritage points in St. James. So the hole and stuff like that. So I think that for me, that was, I wouldn't say particularly difficult, but it was time consuming, and it definitely took a lot of
planning to get it all done.
Because then we had to go, we had to sit down. We couldn't use our phones instead of there or stuff like that. So we had to literally write down everything that we needed, or we would have to go to the library to get the actual books. And then we also had to speak to Morris Greenwich to get other information about that. So that was our part in contributing to the project.
We all are lucky you have Morris, because Morris is so brilliant. He has a phenomenal memory. The Hole is relative to Whole Town, right?
Yes.
And it's that spot that was, you know where Discovery Bay was?
Yes, please.
Am I right? That channel? Is that the Hole?
Yes, please.
I can tell you that, girl, indeed.
Honorary
So,
St. James, man.
I'm doing well, right?
Yeah.
And so how is it working along with your attendant, Kareem? She's easy to work with?
Wonderful.
Or she walks with a whip?
She's wonderful to work with, honestly.
She is.
She made sure that we're on track, we're on time. Her planning skills and are to T, to be honest, if I'm being honest.
Hannah, you're giggling.
Yeah. Well, he said her time. He said her time. Our those skills are on point, but she would say otherwise. She would say that we are the people who keep her on time.
Oh, really, Sherry? Is that true?
It is.
So you're learning a lot from them as well.
I am. They are two wonderful young people, and their intention and their activity with this project has geared me up to do a little more and a little extra. So I'm feeding off of them.
So really, truly, it's quite easy working with them.
It is. They make my job so easy. I'm ready to join again for next year because it was a breeze working with these two.
Yes. What is your responsibility really as parish attendant?
So I have to accompany them on all of their project activities as well as the
media engagements and so forth.
Everything that they have to do, even the training sessions put on by CICS and everything that they have to do, I'm just supposed to be there. I'm also supposed to guide them as the adult,
yes.
as the parent, and just make sure that they're on point, they're following the rules and everything like that.
Okay, now it comes to costume and evening wear. Have you all thought that through already?
Yes, please.
And the makers of your costume and evening wear are already working at it?
Yes, please.
All right, I am excited about that. You want to give me a sneak peek into what y'all are wearing, Kareem? No. Say no. I get it. Everybody says
See
no.
on November 15th.
In your electric blue.
I knew they were going to tell me that indeed. And so, Hannah, have you had any pageantry experience?
No, actually.
So for you, this is like hitting the stage under the spotlight for the first time almost, and to get ready to be wowed and really engage in what you're doing.
Yeah, actually.
And you're not scared?
I wouldn't say that I'm scared per se, because being in the spotlight is not really anything new for me per se, because I've grown up, I've been involved in the church, so it's like they know like poems and plays and singing and dancing and all this. So all that stuff is like being in the spotlight is not really
an issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess the Spirit Nation show and
Big
the whole
girl.
like competition aspect behind it adds a sense of pressure.
Yes.
But I'm excited, honestly.
As I am for it. And so, Kareem, in terms of meeting the other parish ambassadors from the respective parishes, how has that camaraderie been for you?
Lovely. I remember the first event I attended was a dinner. I was new. So I was the newest ambassador. Everyone greeted me with open arms, and it was amazing.
Nice. You guys are going to do well. You're going to do really, really, really well. I like Trace. I can't wait to hear more about what St. James has to offer, all the beauty of the parish of St. James and all that you guys have been able to unearth as well. Can't wait to see your costumes and your evening wear, to hear your report. You only have 2 minutes to present your report, so practice. Right, Sherry?
Yes, please.
Practice. So good luck on the 15th of November. All the best to each of you, okay?
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. We're back in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just a call away. Remember, you can reach out whenever you need to talk.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
Week after week, Scald presents exciting reports and documentaries on the most varied topics of our time. Spectacular developments and innovations, lifestyle and trends of tomorrow, mobility and tourism, health news, highlights from art and culture. Each contribution grabs the viewer with extraordinary images and stories and takes him into fascinating worlds which he experiences here exclusively and up close. We're there when companies and specialists develop super satellites for a global...
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
24 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock as we look at what else is happening in Christchurch. What else is happening in Christchurch, you ask yourself, because they've done so many things already for the month of October. This is the month to be gathering in Christchurch with the theme, The Sea. Joining me is Junior Waldron. Got that right?
Wald
Ron, who is the chairman of the regathering committee. Next to him is Kim Waldron, who is also a member of the committee, and another member is Denise Vaughn. And so good morning to all of you. Where are we now, Junior, in terms of the list of things still to come?
Well, we still have lots more to come as we wind down this events calendar for October. And on Friday we will hand over from the theme, the C, to Food and Fet to St. Michael. But before that, we have lots of things happening. We have tonight at Nellie's Hot Spot in Pilgrim Road. Karaoke continues before the finals on Wednesday. And tomorrow we're going to St. Lawrence School for tree planting, and then we also have some other activities. Hold On Bar is another karaoke session tomorrow as well, and then the road tennis final at the Garrison. That brings to end the road tennis competition which we had throughout the month of October.
Are you happy with how the month has run?
Of course, yeah. You know, it was not a perfect month. You know, there was some criticism, but when we started to plan these events, we decided to decentralize the planning, so that so we divided it up into zones. So we went into the community to get what's happening in the community, so as not to impose, you know, what we wanted on Christchurch. So we got a lot of feedback from the subcommittees, which we then brought to the main committee, and then we were able to pull together these events for the entire month of October.
There's been a lot has really happened, I tell you. In that short space of time, you've done a lot in Christchurch. I've only heard glowing review, which is quite good. Well done to you and your team. So
thank you for that.
You're welcome. Kim, what are you working on?
I'm working on...
Thanks for sitting in your seat again, eh?
Yes. I'm working on two things. One of them is Friday. We're gathering for beer, pork, up at Banks in Newton.
Oh, the visitor center in Banks.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Soca.
On Friday, yes.
Beer, pork, and soca?
Beer, pork, and soca.
Whoa.
We're gathering for that.
Beer, comma, pork, comma, soca. Three different things.
Beer with two E's, though.
I know. That's what I said. Beer, comma, but beer, pork, and soca as well.
And
that's at the Banks Visitor Center.
Yes, it's at the Banks Visitor Center, and we're having a few of the popular DJs there also, Lil Rick and Rico Love, you know, a few of the guys.
That's Friday.
That one will be epic. That is the last thing going on the calendar as it was originally planned.
I got you.
We do have a little bit of spillover into November, not trying to get into St. Michael's Way, but the weather pushed back two of the things that we had, and they're both going to happen on Sunday, the 2nd of November, and one is the day at Dover, where they're going to have kayaking and all that sort of stuff.
Nice. The sea.
And the other one is very important to us, the Walk for Childhood Cancer. Yes, Love and Legacy walks that we're having, and we're having that walk on Sunday, 4 p.m. in the evening. And also not to forget that the beer, pork, and soca is, we're raising funds for a family that was displaced from their home when we had the hurricane, and they have not gotten
quite back on their feet.
Yet. And there are 3 persons that live in the house. One is disabled, a young one, and the other 2 are pensioners. So I'm really, really excited to get something going for them, and we welcome any donations to help out.
Absolutely.
For the cause.
So the beer, pork, and soca is Friday.
On Friday.
After work.
After work.
What time it starts?
Well, we officially say 7, but people, as soon as people leave work, they're coming over. The DJs will be early. All right. So, whatever time you finish work.
Right, I got you.
Yes.
And the day at Dover is on Sunday.
On Sunday.
The 2nd.
On the 2nd.
And also in the afternoon then
and
is the walk.
And the afternoon walk also.
Okay, got you. Do we have to register for the walk?
Well, the walk, you register at the constituency office at Lodge Road and Best Road. And we have a limited, well, now they're really low because the walk has gone over. So very few of those left. A limited edition orange shirt.
Yes.
But instead of just the white right in, we have some color.
Right.
And we have the ribbon for childhood cancer.
Yes.
The gold ribbon. And so we have a very, very small amount of those left. But donations are still welcome.
Because it's for a very worthy cause. Indeed so. And Denise, what are you working on?
Okay, I'm working on karaoke on Tuesday. Hold on bar.
Tomorrow.
In Gull Hill. Q in the community.
Listen, you can't walk past you the community. Say under your breath. That is going to be massive on Thursday.
Yes.
It's at Briar Hall.
Yes.
I can tell you that for a fact. And you're having your seafood station. That one I think is really quite interesting.
Yes. We also going to try to have some decorations for representing the sea as well. There is no charge to the vendors.
Of course not.
So they're welcome to come.
Oh, nice. That's an added benefit there. No charge to the vendors. Okay. But so therefore, do people just turn up? Or they still have to, we want this to be orderly still.
I think we have enough vendors right
now. So we have enough.
Yeah.
So for those who are watching, listening, saying, hey, no charge, you can't just turn up.
There was a registration process, right?
Yeah, there was, but
it's now complete.
the ones that are
you've had enough.
registered,
All right. And you're taking over Briar Hall.
Yeah.
Park at your own convenience, folks, but be respectful of the residents of Briar Hall.
Correct, yeah.
All right. So tonight is a karaoke tomorrow night, is a karaoke session.
Tonight as well.
Tonight as well.
Tomorrow night.
And
Wednesday is the karaoke final.
Right, and the friends final.
And then
Gordon Square.
Right.
And also that's clashing, but not the original plan, with the cricket final at Dover.
Oh.
Yeah, because the cricket final came to well, the semi-final was last night. The final is Wednesday.
So who's in the final?
The final is Inchmarlow versus
Sergeant's Youth.
That's a ding-dong battle here.
Yes,
That's a ding-dong battle. And where's the final? At Dover. At Dover on Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the evening, under the lights.
Karaoke final. Under the lights. Under the lights. Yeah, and not forgetting the handover. The handover is also Friday. They're clashing again because of rain-affected events.
Yes.
So the handover is at Dover at 6 p.m. And what we're trying to do is to highlight some of the winners of all the competitions throughout the month of October. And we'll have an entertainment package which includes Mikey, and to bring it to a close, and then we hand over to St. Michael, where the color is white, I believe.
Yes, yes.
White, yes.
And it is fat and food.
And then we end it all. And what a wonderful year indeed. So overall, it's been a tremendous month, really, for Christchurch, the month of October. One of the events that stood out for me was I call it the Brains.
Battle of the Brains.
What?
Yes, yes.
Battle of the Brains and the Brawn, because in the evening then there was the football. I thought that was innovative, and I really want to commend you guys. Don't let that one drop. I know.
It was well patronized.
Don't let that one drop at all. I think that's fantastic to keep as a legacy
we're already
event.
thinking about having a part of Gull Hill Festival next year in November. Yeah, it's in the works already as a result of the success of the bragging rights.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. All right, so don't forget, we did talk about Q. We just want to remind you, can we share the poster? So folks, there it is. Look at your screen, everybody. Look at your screen. Briar Hall playing field, as we told you, it's this coming Thursday. There is the seafood station. They're going to have the whole area with the theme about the sea. I can't wait to see how that is going to be depicted. The vendors, they're complete registration now, but vendors are doing so for free. They're vending for free, but now you know that you can't just turn up. The registration process is already clear, but we're all turning out in great number to that event indeed on Thursday, as per usual. Wednesday night is the final of the karaoke session. Wednesday is also that big final for the match in cricket, and there's a lot more happening in Christchurch. But Kim has some big, massive events that we don't want you to miss as well, because you're doing a lot of things for worthy cause. So remind us of that event, Kim.
The beer, pork, and soca, raising funds for a family that has been displaced. And on Sunday, the walk in the community for childhood cancers.
So it's important for us. And we can register for the walk
at the constituency office, the corner of Best Road and Lodge Road.
There it is. Quickly, Junior.
But tonight is all happening at Nelly's Hotspot, Pilgrim Road, Christchurch, 7 p.m. karaoke session before the finals.
Yeah, songs don't sound so perfect. I like when you don't sound so perfect. It's more fun. It's much more fun. But anyway, we're gonna have a really good time.
Oh yeah.
Thank each of you, Julian, Kim, and Junior. Kim, he's the last people I've done. Kim and Denise, thank you so much for joining us indeed. And
thank you.
A big thank you to Christchurch as well for the great work you've done for the month of October.
Thank you for having us.
Thank
You're welcome.
4 times over.
Yes,
You're very welcome.
All right.
All right, we're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
What's healthy and what's hype? It's the debate stirring classrooms, kitchens, and country. Join a panel of experts and a live studio audience as we tackle the questions shaping the health of our nation's children. What's on the menu in our schools and who really decides? The school nutrition policy, too much fuss or a health must? An engaging discussion coming to CBC TV 8 on Thursday, October 30th, live at 8 p.m. Call in or join the online stream to share your questions and comments in real time. The school nutrition policy is on the table this Thursday on TV 8. Presented in association with the Heart and Stroke Foundation of Barbados and the Barbados Childhood Obesity Prevention Coalition. Don't just tune in, weigh in.
God will not give you a job. God will not call you to do something and then not give you the capacity to have it, to make it happen. He will give you the resources, he'll give you the people. Not only will he equip you with ideas, but he will equip you with favor, as he did Nehemiah.
Turn on the latest episode of Infinite Possibilities, only on CBC TV 8, every Sunday at 1:30 p.m., sponsored by Covenant Life Teaching Center.
Welcome to Nature's Discount, the ultimate health food store. At Nature's Discount, we have thousands of quality products at great prices.
Hi guys, Dottie here with Nature's Discount, and today we are talking about Solar Ray Microbiome Probiotics and why you should be taking them.
And we have well over 3,000 amazing products to help you get healthy.
For your health tips, tune in to CBC TV 8 every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday for Nature's Discount, sponsored by Get Healthy Incorporated.
98.1 The One, your number one party station. With an audience from 18 to 40, we keep you engaged, energized, and entertained. Choose 98.1 FM, The One.
Hey there, it's Mahalia. I want to share something that might be really helpful. If you're feeling anxious, overwhelmed, depressed, or lonely, and have no one to talk to, call Lifeline Barbados. We all face struggles at times in our lives. You're not alone. There's no need to feel ashamed or embarrassed. It's okay to reach out for support. Lifeline Barbados is completely confidential. No one else will know you called. They're there to offer a caring ear and guidance without judgment. And fellas, I want you to know asking for help is a true sign of strength. It takes real courage to reach out. You can also call Lifeline Barbados if you're worried about loved ones who are struggling and you need advice on how to support them. There's a saying, a problem shared is a problem halved, but not everyone has someone they can confide in. That's why Lifeline Barbados exists, to be there for you or someone you care about during tough times. Save this number. Lifeline Barbados is just...
Good morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
9 minutes now to go to 8 o'clock as we turn our attention to the excellence of the Ellerslie School. And I say that deliberately because if you take time to take note, there are some profound contributors to our community who have passed through the hallowed halls of the Ellerslie School. I mean, Eudine Barreto, the most honorable, if you like. She is one example, but there's so many others indeed. They are marking a significant milestone. and they're continuing to do so relatively quietly so far, but we're going to make a big sound about it starting today. Kerry Rollins is a teacher of the school. He's with me, along with Kendra Roberts, who is a public relations officer of the PTA, and of course my good friend, old scholar, Vilma Scanterbury Bradshaw. Good morning to each of you.
Good morning, Pearson.
Welcome. Kerry, I'll start with you.
Yes.
The school and its history. What's the milestone being marked?
Well, we are celebrating 60 years, and you know that's not 60 days, Pearson.
That's right.
And
it's it's been around more than I've been alive. Go ahead.
Yes. So we are celebrating 60 years of existence at the Ellerslie School, and that is a significant milestone because we've been through a lot, and we wanted to take the opportunity to take a moment to pause and to celebrate. So we have the theme which goes as initiate, integrate, and innovate. And we wanted to utilize that theme throughout from September right through until the next September, the beginning of the academic year.
So it's a whole year of festivities.
A whole year.
Integrate, innovate,
and integrate.
I missed a word.
Initiate.
Integrate, and innovate.
Yes.
Aye. So that must mean we must be doing that for a reason. Why those three words?
Yes, because we wanted not only for as the members of staff, but we wanted to also inspire the students there as well. We wanted them to know that it's important to start, so initiate whatever it is that you're going through in life, whatever plans that you have, start it. That's the only way that you can get anything going. Innovate. We want that our students are brilliant thinkers, that they start to think outside of the box. Also our members of staff as well. So that's where we came up with the innovate, to be creative. And then integrate. We know that in society we have all different things going on in our personal lives as well. But instead of using that as a negative, we wanted to use it as a positive. So incorporate that into your life, and then you'll be able to produce excellence.
And that is the hallmark of the Ellerslie School.
That is.
Anyway, excellence. And so, Kendra, as the PRO of this PTA, naturally the relationship is strong between the faculty and the public and the Parent-Teacher Association. You came on board.
Yes, we consider ourselves a family at the Ellerslie School. We incorporate everyone. So actually, we don't only incorporate parents and teachers in our PTA, but all members of staff. That is where we're heading now, and I think that we will probably be one of the first to have it. So both teaching and non-teaching staff, because as we know, these persons, or everyone plays a role in the development of our students.
Absolutely. Look at Billy. Billy has developed well, right, Billy? What does it mean to you to sit here now as an alumna of the Ellerslie School and looking back on all those years and the contribution of that school to who you are? Don't cry on me. Don't do that. Talk to me about what the school has meant to you over the years. Because I know you're strong on it.
It's basically the foundation. I would not be where I am today without Ellerslie. So it's just something within my heart, and for some reason it's staying there, and I don't mind.
That's right. I know you are unapologetic about it indeed, that the Ellerslie School is where you've come from.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that for a reason, because I think it's important that we do represent, and represent strongly.
Yes.
Now, to mark this milestone, you said there's a whole year of activities. And I know there's something happening soon.
Yes, very soon.
Let's walk through some of the items on the calendar of activities.
Yes.
Who's going to? That's you, Billy?
Okay. We started, as Mr. Rollins said, in September with the church service. But this month, October, because we're trying to have at least one event every month.
Okay.
This month, Friday coming, we are going to have a karaoke competition. We're asking all Ellerslie persons to come out. They don't have to be in the competition, but just come out and sing, carry their own key, enjoy themselves.
Because she can't sing. Yes.
Enjoy themselves and just, old talk with other students.
Of course.
And also faculty members will be there. As Kendra said, we're having teachers, the ancillary staff, everyone. We are a family.
Indeed. So this Friday is that karaoke session. Where is it?
It is at Slunche Declan.
Alright.
It is opposite Folkestone Park.
Okay.
There's a bar right there, and it's also run by an Ellerslie legend.
Nice.
So you're supporting, and he is supporting, and we were just there, just enjoying ourselves.
It's a really good time to come together as a community from Ellerslie, and as and wider community as well, because while it's the Ellerslie's karaoke session, it's for Barbados. And so we want all of you, as many of you as possible, to come fill the space. Come really have a good time. Good luck to all of you who can sing, either it be R&B, rock, jazz, reggae, or country. All at you, but have a really good time enjoying the karaoke session this Friday. What time does it start?
It starts at 8, but the doors open at 7.
All right, so early
you
o'clock
can-
gather.
Yeah, you can go
Old
home, take a
talk.
shower, and just
Yeah.
come down and do what you have to do. Bring those.
Yes, I got you. Work all your vocal cords. What else is happening?
Okay, so we're also having a Independence car boot sale. So that happens the ending of November. It
Mhm.
will be held at the school.
The ending of November is the 30th.
Well, the 28th
On
to
the
be
28th,
exact.
yeah, okay.
Yes. And interestingly enough, we are also having an arts festival on the 3rd of December.
Nice, I love that.
Yes, and it
Mhm.
will take into consideration performing arts, culinary arts, visual arts. So we'll
All
be
the arts.
showcasing
I
all the
love
arts,
that.
showcasing the talent of the students, and everyone is invited to come out.
On the 3rd of December.
Yes,
And
please.
The 3rd of December, where will I be? That's a Wednesday.
we will send you a notification.
You'll be at I have a good reminder in front of me. So that's the 3rd, so Wednesday evening, Wednesday.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
all
good.
day.
All day.
I love it.
Full day
Mhm.
of activity.
Right. And just quickly, we're having our speech day in January, a Valentine's sip and paint, scenic ride in March, in April, the cricket match, where we will have several of
Old
our
scholars.
old
Mm.
scholars.
Mhm.
And we do have some big names from Ellerslie School.
We want you to take a look at your screen, everybody, while we're talking, because all of those things we're talking about are right there on your screen. Screenshot it if you have to, or look back later at the show and see. Right. So there are lots happening at the school to celebrate this whole thing. I mean,
Every single month.
Every
leading
single
up
month is
right
something.
until September next
I
year.
am ready to hear more about them every single month.
Yeah.
I have no mind. I'm not speaking for the producer. The
Right.
producer will speak for himself. But I really am excited about what you guys are doing. Well done to the Ellerslie School. Well done to the Ellerslie School. In the whole process, I'd like to also have a moment to interact with some of your past outstanding students, if you care to, so that we can continue to highlight and your current students, because there are some young people from your school who are now doing some really wonderful thing. Mr. Executive in this year's Junior Tourism Minister competition, excellent performances and work coming out of the school. So keep it up.
Thank you
I want
so
to encourage you. You're welcome. And again, happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
60 years they've been in the business of education
On
and
our way
changing
to
lives.
60.
Yeah.
On our way to
60. It's all
60 years they've been doing this, indeed. Who counts months? It's 60, and so we want to continue supporting the Ellerslie School as they continue to make significant contributions to our community through the lives of the children who we've entrusted them to teach. And they've done so handsomely. Now it's our turn to give back by supporting them in all of the activities that they're having. Remember, this Friday, 7 o'clock, opposite the Folkestone Park, you will see it because everybody's gathering there. There's a karaoke session open to all of us, and I want you to come down in your numbers and give full support as well to that. On the 28th of November, there's a car boot sale on the school's compound. Come and take and buy and see, give your contribution. And then on the 3rd, they're celebrating the arts at the school as well, and we want to encourage the community to come in and be a part as well. So to you, Kerry, Kendra, and Villy, best of luck. Thank you very much. You're very welcome. Folks, that's it for today. My little crew joins me. Wish you a great Monday. Be it the will of the Lord. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning.